Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Biriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Guru's part in our life, we were thinking, and Sri Ramakrishna says, everyone will be liberated, but you must follow the instructions of Guru. Guru will not give any instruction that is impossible for you to accomplish or follow. He will see what is your capacity, and with all the backing, his own backing, the backing of the nature and of the divine, blessings of so many people and prayers of the sages, how much you can struggle, he knows. All these are favorable, only your mind alone has to resolve to accept it and start doing. As we go on doing, we will get various ways by which we can fulfill. From intuition, some great hurdle is coming in my life, that important things is diverting my attention. For example, somebody is sick in house. Should I reduce the sadhana? Guru says morning and evening, sit and do upasana. It may take half an hour or 45 minutes. The way by which I can accomplish this and attend to my duties will come from within as an intuition, because nature and divine are pushing you forward. Their help is there. Only thing you must decide, I should not miss. I should not miss. Guru's instruction I should not miss. Elder's instruction I should not miss. So when you decide this, whatever happens, just like we don't, however busy we are, however impossible for us to do, still we take the food, you see. We say we are busy, we don't have time, but we find somewhere some time to finish our food. Like that, we finish the instruction of Guru also. I could not do today. That verse should never come in your life. When we were initiated, we took our mantra diksha. Our senior Swamis told, see, you should not miss for the rest of your life. Every day, whatever happens, whatever condition you are passing through, and you have to do that. And we said, by chance we miss, because we be busy schedule of the day. Some urgent morning, 5 o'clock, I have to catch a train and go somewhere. And what shall we do? Such conditions. They said, without doing your morning upasana, don't take food. Let it continue. You may delay your food, but you will not miss. You will see that you do morning tiffin, you may take at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Instead of food, you may take your tiffin or skip a tiffin at all. But you have to continue it till after you finish. So what we do, suppose I have to catch a train by 5, we get up at 2, 3 and finish our all sadhanas as far as possible. While going in the train, while going in the car, while walking the distance all the time. And once we get a mantra diksha, as far as possible, it's a obligation that we will not miss that mantra. Constant repetition must go on inside, unbroken in and through all activities. Mind will be repeating the mantra, heart will be given to God, it will be loving intensely, body will be working in the world. We divide our existence into three divisions: bodily existence, our psychic existence, and our heart, the feeling heart. Heart, when I am working with the body, I give my mind to God. When I am using the mind also, we give our heart to God. So we will see that unbroken contact with the divine is established, and our sadhana is never abated or decreases or goes up and down, way, or someday I missed it. It cannot be compensated. So, if you miss the instruction of Guru, the whole thing will be waiting to divert you from the path. Guru's instruction is one of the things that makes you fix the goal and direction. Direction you will not miss if the instructions are followed. Otherwise, we nazar hati, durgatana ghati. The moment while you are driving, especially at very high speed, 120, 130, little attention here, there, somewhere it will go. By the time you wink, you will be in somewhere. Like that, attention diverted means there is an accident. So, this diversion should not be there. When will we not miss direction? When our goal is clear and our vision is clear. And these two are possible when the Guru's instructions are followed intact, as it is not, we are not going to interpret it like interpreting Bhagavad Gita or any text, scriptures. It is very easy for us in Hinduism to interpret everything in the way we want. Advaitins interpret it as the Advaitic text, Dvaitins will interpret it as the Dvaitic text, and they have definite reasons, they have a perfect philosophy behind to support it, and the scriptures they take as support of their philosophy, and philosophy they give as support to the scriptures. So anyway, every path will lead, but if our intellect starts deceiving ourselves, the tendency of mind is always to deceive and somehow fulfill the inner desire. Some reason, valid reason they give for having missed one day sadhana. This instruction should not be, and it will be, Guru's instruction will be so simple, so short, and will be conducive to your, and there will be constant evolution in your path. You will be climbing, and the higher the gradient, you will not feel even that you are climbing up and going. So, because our faith in Guru and God and our vow to follow it makes the path easy. So, Sri Ramakrishna expects or says, you must follow the instruction of Guru. Everybody will surely be liberated, but one should follow the instruction of Guru. If one follows a devious path, one will suffer in trying to retrace one's steps. This is why do we deviate path is if we miss the instruction of Guru. The moment we miss the inner, everything from within, the vasanas are waiting, just like Arjuna's chariot. All the forces are waiting for Krishna to get down so that the chariot will catch fire. at the end of war, when Krishna returns with Arjuna back, then he asks first to get Arjuna down. He wants Arjuna to get on first. As the charioteer is still sitting in the chariot and asking the master to get down. Because Arjuna will be wondering, what is this? Krishna is still sitting in the vehicle. He says, go a little away. And then Krishna gets down. Immediately the whole chariot catches fire and starts burning. Then he wonders, what is this? And Karna had left such arrows that because of my presence, nothing happened. And the moment he gets down, the whole thing catches fire. So, as long as we follow the instruction of Guru and God is within us, nothing will happen. The moment we miss the God's presence, we miss the link connecting to the divine from within. The moment we miss the instruction given by Guru, then we will see that the calamity is going to happen. I am going to deviate immediately. The forces, inner forces are kept under restriction, not to act because of the Guru's instruction. And the moment I miss it, I turn, my direction changes. And I start going in this direction. To go in the direction of path to God is very slow, snail's pace. To going into the world is at very high speed. Because it is down the hill. This is up the hill. So when we are climbing up, we find it most difficult. Lot of suffering and pain, but we are climbing. So if you are strictly following everything, Guru's instruction, everything, but you will not see anything opening up because it is a climbing, till you reach certain stage, you are in the forest over the hills. Same trees you are seeing, same atmosphere you are seeing. Now, when this you transcend and go beyond, then only everything comes to a rest. There is a diversion. There is a diversion, and the diversion is taking me elsewhere. Then, to retrace the path and come, what we have climbed up and come to a stage is entirely different from the going back into the and coming up. So Sri Ramakrishna says, if one follows devious path, one will suffer in trying to retrace one step, to come back to the place from where we missed the track. It takes maybe a few lives you may go away. In this life you could have finished your sadhana, but a little negligence, little concession, compromise has led you to such a state that it takes many lives. You see, water from the hill flows down, and it in a huge pond it falls, ultimately going, and for it to evaporate, how much time it will take? Almost whole of the period of your life may be required to evaporate that. Again, make it cloud. But when it is spread, not in a shallow area, it gets immediately evaporated. So fast. You could have finished your sadhana if you had not missed that one moment of diversion. When I was in forest, I used to see, I will go for a walk. I am alone, miles after miles. And I see I am going for a walk. One single tree is coming in front of me. I cross the tree and start going. I have shifted the direction. I did not understand the direction I have shifted. And after going, I am going straight line. The tree came, straight line. I just wanted to avoid and go ahead. that avoiding has diverted my direction by few seconds, not even a 1 degree, not even 1 minute of angle. It is few seconds of angle. But by the time I travel 1 hour and see where have I come, what is this place, how to go back, I will never know. Nights of nights you have to search back your place. So I used to keep, whenever I go, I keep a big stone, a small stone and small stone over that. And I go till I am able to see it back. And any diversion, any change, I will keep again. Stones will be there in everywhere. So just keep and again walk. While coming, I will retrace the same path without missing. So one small angle diversion will lead me to such a place that I will not be able to come back. Many times it has happened that I had to stay 2-3 days in the thick forest full of wild animals. I had to stay under a tree, over a tree, and spend the nights in searching. And when we go to hill or open place, I see my hill and fix my direction. I will see which direction is the sun and how I have to walk. And again get down through the forest and straight away walking, I will reach back my hill. So that much of strain and difficulty we have to take when we try to retrace the path. Once missed, you have to retrace. Same thing happens in the sea. Once you enter the sea, you will not know the direction. Which direction? Only direction is sun and the stars. Otherwise, you will not know anything. Everywhere water, there is no road, nothing. No marks on the land. So small boats going. Nowadays we have GPS and all that. But in those days, where was? We have to recognize by star alone. Dhruva Nakshatra. Like that. Guru is that one who constantly beckons you. Here is the goal, here is the goal. Come this way. It takes long time to achieve liberation. It takes long time to retrace the path back to the position where you lived. You missed the track. So from here, you have to again advance. How many lives you have taken, and this coming back is more painful than you are going backward, because each moment, each thing you see in this world generates a vasana in you. And to destroy each vasana, you will find it very difficult. Small desires, small habits to overcome and go back. So it takes long time to achieve liberation. Means Sri Ramakrishna is telling, we always think everything should happen. Everything is as if future is fixed, and we are traveling by a way. Whatever we do, will reach a place in its own time. We cannot do anything. It is not so. It is fatalism. Is fate is not there in case of sadhana. Here, it is not a worldly achievements that fate will decide what is going to happen. If I sow the seeds in the field, whether crops come or not, we can say it depends upon the fate. But here, in the realm of spirit, in spiritual life, it is not so. It is entirely depends on your efforts and divine grace. Divine grace itself comes as your self-effort. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna is telling it takes a long time to achieve liberation. Means attaining liberation is within your reach. And it wholly depends upon you. How careful you are in the world. How beautifully you are managing your life. Without any jerk anywhere, any problem anywhere. With perfect harmony with the nature, harmony with the duties and responsibilities, internal harmony, all types of harmony, how you are able to manage life, secular and spiritual, to reach the goal. So it depends upon you. Create harmony within you. See, dissolve all your inner conflicts. When you fix your goal, yes, I have to reach this, many problems get solved by themselves. When I decide I have to realize God, this is the one aim of my life. I have no other aim in my life. That is one aim of life. So many problems, so many vasanas get dissolved just by that one decision. So many internal conflicts get solved. The rest you have to solve through viveka. I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. When I say this is the only my goal, I will just attend to them. I have nothing to achieve or attain in this world. But I have to look after everything, untouched by that, untouched by the actions, unstained. I will be working and going away, knowing it is. Yesterday we had music class, flute master was here, and he was telling, people think when they start music, practice and flute or tabla or whatever instrument they start practicing, they will think this is the whole of thing. It is not so. It's only a means to attain perfection in life. We have different goals to achieve. These are just as like scaffoldings. These are the instruments by which you are going to reach that. This is the path. This is not the goal, but it is the path. It is the aid and not the end. So if you miss something, nothing is lost. Try to go attain perfection in your flute. Try to attain perfection in your singing. But don't sit with it. Don't lag behind. Keep going ahead as much as possible. Devote. But while devoting your time, while doing all the practices, know that this is for sake of God. If you miss this, you have missed everything. Because one day will come, you will not be able to. Nature takes, body belongs to nature, mind belongs to nature. A day will come, you will not be able to move your fingers. It is, you dedicated whole life for that, forgetting your goal which you have to reach. You attained absolute perfection. We need that. But remember, one day you will not be able to play. One day this body will not be able to move. However good wrestler I may be, however good bodybuilder I may be, one day will come, I will not be able to get up from the floor. Two people have to support me to get up. Such a warrior, great warrior, will not be. When Alexander died, because of the war wounds, pus used to ooze out from his body, and his body was put on a plantain leaf. Any cloth will get stuck. To remove it will be very painful. So he was put on the plantain leaf and covered with a thin cloth so that flies and mosquitoes do not sit on his body and create sores in the wound and in the pus. So it was covered, body was stinking. When the last moments comes, one of his warrior who was extremely devoted to him, was serving him. At last, when the death moment is coming, he requests his assistant, his servant, keep my hands out and cover my whole body. He says, why, Master? Why are you asking this? He says, let the people know one who has conquered the whole world is going away empty-handed. So whatever we achieve in this world will go away. And what we have to achieve is to transcend this nature entirely and reach the transcendental realm before the body falls off. Know that I am immortal, independent of bodily existence. I have an existence. This is what the main truth that Swamiji gives to the world. Two important truths that Swami Vivekananda gives to this world is, apart from your bodily existence, this body-mind complex, you have an eternal existence behind. You are that. In and through this body, you are expressing that soul. Know that who you are. Apart from this world of duality in which you are living and seeing, there is a transcendental realm behind. And that is eternal. This is constantly changing flux. Know that what is beyond. This will be constantly changing. You cannot hold anything here. When everything is changing, what will you hold on to? Body is changing, world is changing, everything it is going back to the cause and again appearing. There is no permanency of any type, even a single moment. There is no permanency or continuation. It is just changing. So, apart from this visible world, there is a world beyond. Apart from your physical existence, there is an existence behind which is eternal and immortal, which is eternal and real behind the absolute reality. So, this makes us understand, follow, yes, I have a goal to achieve. And all this I am doing only to attain perfection and an offering to the nature, an offering to the divine, an offering to the fellow beings. I am practicing music that the Samskriti in which we have grown, which is meant to realize God, is preserved. The path is preserved. It is my sacrifice for the sake of people and the society which has been protecting me since my birth. So, my sacrifice is there for the society, for the divine, for Mother Nature. All this I am doing, but my goal is different. My in and through all this, doing all the duties of my life, these are my responsibilities and duties. I am eating from nature is feeding me. I have to take care of this nature. Society is protecting me. I have to owe something to the society. God has brought me into the world and He is taking back to His feet. And I have debts to pay to God. So this is all that I do, learning music or any other, learning scriptures. I can do independent of it, but I will not be able to repay the debt others have given to me. So this is life. This is the attainment. Just a word of Sri Ramakrishna means that to retrace the path, it takes time. Liberation will be delayed. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.